welcome back to DW. I am Jen, joined by L. We are not here with Pip today. L and I had some things we wanted to talk about, particularly this particular photo that we saw on Reddit that says, I agree, but I think the four pillars is better. I don't know what do y'all guys think. This is essentially the second generation of the four horsewomen. Now, L had some thoughts about this, and of course, I'm not as well versed as he is in a lot of these topics. So, L, I want you to take the lead on this and let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Then I'll chime in where necessary.
I would say this is a pretty good list, minus Io Sky. I think that Io Sky hasn't done enough in the world title scene to garner the praise so far. I think both of her title runs this year and last year were lackluster. The reason why this year was lackluster is because how many times did she actually defend her title? Like maybe one?
Only a handful of times. Only a handful. It wasn't that many times.
Like twice. And then she was like off TV for 2 months at a time. Yeah. Like, no, I can't really give you like high praise when you're not even on TV and you're like a world champion.
Okay,
that's completely unacceptable.
Okay, so Io's Io's thing that I think a lot of people like her for is that she's very she's very good in the ring as far as high flyers go, and her ability to tell stories in the ring, I guess, is also pretty decent. I believe that's why they want to put her on this list, because she's the new best woman wrestler on the roster to a lot of people, and I'm using air quotes for this because it's very. What am I trying to say? It's very popular to say Io is just the best woman right now. And while I disagree, I see where people are coming from. And for them to say that Io Sky should be a second generation four horsewoman, because you really consider some of the things she did in NXT as well. Like she's been in every War Games match WWE's put on for the women. She always has a crazy spot at the War Games. Like that's what she got known for, Like I think that makes sense, and that her being presented and booked as strongly as she was to go from darling on NXT to woman in Damage Control to tag team champion to world champion, multiple time world champion to essentially one of the faces of Raw in the women's division is a huge thing. I mean, we consider the other four horsewomen. What criteria did we rate them on that we now have to rate these women on?
Right.
What do you think of?
Well, that criteria was a different era, because it was the women's revolution era, and it was, the exodus of the Divas era, and these were the four pillar of women that came through the NXT farm system, and they really like outshined a lot of their co-workers or colleagues, and they really pushed like women into the forefront, and we seen that they had like some of the best success of all time as far as women. Yeah.
Okay. Would you agree that Io Sky has done a lot for the women's division from her NXT career to her current career?
I would say she's definitely done more in NXT.
Okay.
I mean, granted, she didn't really win much, like as far as championships.
At least she was an NXT women's champion at least once.
She was once, but like I felt like she mattered more.
Really?
I think her title reigns are just kind of. I think she gets caught up between like the transitional champion tag a lot of times.
Yeah. Like
before it was Rhea, and then Rhea lost to her, and then after that, who won at Mania? Won at Mania?
At WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank. I don't remember who won.
It was her, Naomi, and Io, right? I mean, well, yeah, Rhea, Io, and Naomi.
Yeah.
But was it Naomi? It was not Naomi. Naomi had a match against Jade. It was Bianca, right?
No, Bianca was hurt.
No, she wasn't hurt at WrestleMania. She was there.
No, she was there, but like, she didn't. Like, Bianca didn't win, of course.
Didn't she?
No.
Was it for the title?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Bianca versus Io versus Rhea at WrestleMania. Yeah, it was
Versus Rhea at WrestleMania. Did Rhea win?
No, Rhea did not win. She still never beat Io.
So she retained.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna try to blank at WrestleMania.
Maybe because it wasn't good.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't good, but yeah, let me get those results.
Let's actually look that up.
Yeah.
Instead of just being wrong.
Yeah, let me get those results.
I don't think Bianca won. No. And Rhea definitely didn't win.
Okay, yeah, Io retained. Of course, Io retained.
She retained.
Yeah,
I thought she retained.
Yeah, Io retained. Then she lost her title. I believe at Evolution when Naomi cashed in on her. So
yes.
Io did retain. Man, I drew a blank at Mania. Sorry about that.
Yeah. But in between that time, she's done nothing. So I'm like, okay, so you have yet another title reign that doesn't really mean much. So the highlight of her year is really like Evolution, to be honest. Outside of Evolution, she hasn't really done much. And that's crazy to say because she won a title.
Okay. So, you disagree that Io Sky should be in the four horsewomen. Who would you put over her then? And why?
I have a few women that I could put over her.
Okay, explain.
Well, I will take one of your standpoints. You did say that you could argue that Becky could be in here again for the second generation in a row.
Well, I say that because Becky Lynch, when she entered the four horsewomen, and Becky Lynch now are very, very different personas, you could say.
Right.
I don't consider the original Becky Lynch in the four horsewomen when she got there was Sasha, Bayley, and Charlotte to be the same Becky Lynch that we have right now. And I believe this Becky Lynch right now, who went on from because I would say that four horsewoman Becky was up until I believe when she had her main event against Ronda and Charlotte, and then this new version of Becky that was previously NXT champion, who was world champion after Rhea, who became who returned at WrestleMania, turned on Lyra. It's a new IC champion, this new character. Where she even got a new theme song. It's a whole nother presentation for Becky Lynch that I really honestly believe could qualify her to be a second generation four horsewoman in this second half of her career. I could make that argument for sure.
You could argue this past year has been some of her best work.
You could argue that this one been Becky Lynch's best year. I mean, she's been in Fuego every list we've done. Talk about Becky Lynch, and it's
as long as she remains healthy, she's gonna continue.
Yeah, like this new presentation with how petty she is as IC champion. And she still has that major sense of I'm better than everyone else. Like she had a match against Maxine Dupree and she made her tap out to disarm her, because Becky can still do this. Like we see her how she goes against people like Lyra, how she goes against people like Bayley, but when you put someone in front of her that she can dispatch, she will dispatch them. And she's still going very strong. She's still a contender for the world title. I could see this version of Becky Lynch being the world champion.
I can see her having another title run.
I could, with this, what she's doing with the IC Championship right now, she's putting over Lyra, she's putting over Bayley, she's doing so much work with that title to make it look good that I think that the Women's US Championship is not getting the same love for, at least not right now. But putting it on putting on a star like Becky is just guaranteed. I could this new version of Becky Lynch with the big coats and the glasses and the ponytail and stuff, I can see her fitting on this photo just fine.
I would say Becky Lynch's new rendition of her character is like a more polished version of Big Time Beck's character.
Yeah, much more polished. It seems more final. Because I know you had mentioned that Big Time Bex didn't go all the way with it, and she really didn't. It was like a mint diet Seth Rollins with the crazy outfits, and that was it.
Yeah, but that was under a different regime at the time.
At the time, different regime, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to harp on that. But you were saying you had more options.
Yeah,
I love to hear them.
You could put Alexa Bliss on here.
Ooh, yeah, you could. In exchange for who?
Io.
What about Liv or Bianca?
I think all those three are good, to be honest.
I can still see Liv Morgan being replaced as well. I think she just really got popular not too long ago.
But here's the thing, though. I don't think you can replace her in the division. And her exit for the past like couple months has been very felt. It's been felt like a lot, especially on Raw. Like they don't really have much women on Raw that really matters or pushes the needle. And Liv is one of the major faces of Raw in the women's division.
Yeah, she is. That we can agree on.
So knowing that, I can't put her off the list.
But does that make her a 4 horsewoman?
I think it does because most of her title. I think both her title reigns were pretty solid. I do think she's improved so much. Like I didn't like her at all. Like I thought that she was actually terrible. I thought her promo work,
especially
was awful.
during those injuries she was involved with Dakota Kai and Rhea Ripley. A couple of botches that got people hurt. Yeah, you were very vocal about that.
She came along like so far from then. She improved so fast, and you can actually put her in a world title scene, and you wouldn't bat an eyelash at this point. That wasn't always the case.
Okay.
And I think like your popularity does matter. I think marketability matters. I think that she can tell multiple storylines. And maybe when she comes back, she'll leave Judgment Day, and then we get to see more of her in a more, I guess, free role instead of having a faction to always rely on. But I just think that like Liv, she should be a key pillar of the new generation.
Okay.
Especially over names, I would say like Stephanie. Stephanie just got here. She's not even. It's like NA, not applicable at this point.
Okay.
You gotta see what she does first.
I'm with you on that.
I think Liv is established enough. There's a lot of new women on the roster, and I think that she has seniority over them.
Okay, but your names you said you also said Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Why Alexa?
Originally, Alexa wasn't a part of the original 4 Horsewomen, of course. She kind of just missed that list.
She did, yeah.
Even though she was in NXT at the time.
Yeah, she
a little bit later than them. Like, just a little bit later. Not too much later, but she was a little bit later than them.
It's just that cheerleader character was really bland at the time when Sasha and Charlotte were starting to really pick up steam. She didn't really she missed that back half. Her guy's character came a little bit later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she would have been the 5th horsewoman if there were 5 for sure, but she had just missed the mark.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But the reason why I would put Alexa in this over Io is because I think that Alexa had a lot of like different character like transitions, and she's nailed majority of them.
We can agree.
I don't think anyone, even Becky, has changed more than Alexa has. Like, she has the most character changes I've ever seen.
Oh, that is actually a good point, because let's see, we consider every character, or she was her
Goddess character.
No, she was the cheerleader character first.
Well, yeah, you can add that.
She was cheerleader character first. That was her first character. Cheerleader character first. Then she went into a transitional phase where she had her early goddess phase. Then it became the goddess character afterwards. She even got into like a couple romantic spats, like romantic character with Braun Strowman a couple times, and then
Team Little Big.
Yeah, Team Little Big. Yeah, you remember. And then she had the run where she was like working with Bray Wyatt as like Sister Abigail, and she had like the black goo coming out of her forehead and stuff. And then she went into like her more dastardly version of that character with like the playground and things like that. Then the Lily doll, and she went into almost like a pseudo fiend character, because then Bray was fired. Then she had her Fight Me era, where she had dropped the guy's character, but she still had like a little bit of the remnants of the old character, but they couldn't really talk about it because now that Bray was gone. It was a mess.
Yeah,
and then she left. At Bray Wyatt returned. She did like a kind of almost pseudo turn. Then she left for a year, came back. Well, she left for 2 years and came back. Now it's this new version of her, which is completely abandoned the Wyatts so far, and now she's working with Charlotte and the Allies convenience. So she's had multiple character changes over the course. Would you consider that a bad thing or more of a good thing?
Um, it was a lot of like unforeseen circumstances in there, for sure.
Yeah.
But I will say that like none of them were terrible. So knowing that takes some skill, because a lot of people probably would have folded a few times in there.
It's possible. I get having that level of responsibility is not easy, so I can agree.
And Alexa always had great mic skills. That was never a discussion about her. So I feel like she can make dang near anything work, given the proper time to do so.
That we can agree. So, if this was your list, what would you say?
Okay, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair.
Okay. I get where you're coming from with that.
Jade hasn't done enough.
No, she still hadn't done it. Jay has done enough. Tiffy's not being well. Tiffy's not being well. No. She's not being well received by a lot of people, so she wouldn't be on there.
And Nia, she hasn't done enough neither.
Yeah,
but she's definitely in consideration. But she just didn't make the mark over Alexa.
Yeah, because Alexa Bliss should have been a 4 horsewoman to begin with.
Yeah.
So those are the two, and Naomi's just starting. I couldn't. She wouldn't fit right now either. As
not even then.
Ask me again in a year about Naomi.
I don't even think Naomi, because she was literally came up in the Divas era.
She did.
Her and Nikki were in the same era.
She did, but I can fit having you in under a different regime. You know, this is a new approach, a new character. It's not the same as it was then. If you continue to have a career, continue to develop, then I can continue to rate you fairly as time proceeds.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I'm not rating Naomi in the Divas era. I'm rating Naomi nowadays. That's when she came up. So I know she wasn't part of the Women's Revolution, but none of these women really were. So this is the second generation. Has nothing to do with that anymore. I don't believe.
Right.
But you want to see what some of these guys in the thread have to say? Some of their opinions.
Yep. Let's see it.
All right. So we got some comments from here. I think people misunderstood the point of the horsewomen. Rhea, Bianca, Io could be in the conversation, but Liv shouldn't, because she's been on the main roster longer than them. It's like debating a new big three in anime when there's a point why they're the big three. Okay, I'm not really sure what this person's idea of the 4 horsewomen is, but I can definitely explain my idea of the 4 horsewomen.
Go ahead.
For me, each horsewoman has to represent something that they brought to the roster that was unique to them. Like Charlotte, she was a great technical wrestler. Sasha Banks, she was a great character performer. Becky Lynch, she did multiple submissions, and she had like the fiery persona. And Bayley, she was a crowd work. She got the girls in the crowd to fall for her style. So they all did something different that brought them there, that made them step out from the women before them.
Right.
Liv has been on the main roster for a long time. So if that's the criteria they're going on, then I can see why you would say no. But Liv Morgan, like you said earlier, Elle, has come a long way, and that character work has gotten so much better over time. And that approach has gotten so much better over time, because like you said, she can do faction work, she can do solo work, and everything she does do, she can capture the essence of really well, like with just like her annoying laugh or her ear-grating voice or flaunting her stuff, like she tends to do. That's what makes her engaging, and I think this makes her really interesting, and that's why I would put her in the conversation. Rhea Ripley, she's a powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen that before for women, but in Rhea's case, she was really floundering, I would say, for a while before joining the Judgment Day, and then completely reinvented herself, becoming the most popular woman on the roster. Bianca Belair came from NXT, went to the main roster, put on banger matches after another, and completely changed the game for crowd work and characterization, like where they're not even comfortable turning her heel because of how over she is with the children. And Alexa Bliss, like you said, has changed her character persona multiple times, and the way she does what she does has been so involved and versatile over these years that you can make that discussion. What do you rank the 4 horsewomen on?
Um, I rate the four horsewomen on wrestling ability, of course, first and foremost. But it's not the only criteria. Wrestling ability, I would say mic skills, influence, popularity, even though I guess those are two of the same thing. Also like character archetype as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a mixture of like all of those things. And I will also say title reigns. Like you gotta have like important title reigns or storylines if you're gonna be in the four horsewomen.
Okay.
You have to. It's mandatory. That's why Io's not in there. Like she has the wrestling ability, she has the popularity, but I just don't think she has like the title reigns or the important feuds. And then you will say, well, the Rhea feud. I'm like, yeah, but outside of one match, they haven't really done anything. It's mostly just, oh, she's never beat her. Like, mostly dating back to NXT. But this is the main roster, so.
I mean, I still can date actually paper of NXT. It's not like it's egregious to say. It's still their part of their career, part of their journey.
It is, but a lot of that, a lot of people haven't seen it. So like, you're saying stuff that people haven't seen. Like instead of telling me, show me. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I do like that WWE does like to harken back to things like that. I do like that they like to remind you about things that happen. You know, I am quick to come to Lyra to say Lyra. You know, we got put over by Becky in NXT when she was champion. You know, so NXT does play a vital role in my opinion. But like you said, you want people to show you more than tell you, and I believe they are trying to show you that they've been showing you a lot. Rhea and Io will not leave each other alone. I don't know what they haven't been showing you. That's all they ever show you is Rhea and Io.
But the thing is, they haven't shown me anything good besides the Evolution match. Like, yeah, you're showing me a lot, but it's not good. Like, your feud is not good. The feud is that you got, like, Rhea's never beaten Io. That's pretty much the feud. Like, there's no emotional depth at all. Like, everything doesn't have to be deep, but, like, can I get more than that?
I agree. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I feel like they're going to try to do the whole tag team thing, like because it worked with Charlotte, so they might try to do it for Io. Rhea. I mean, might try to do it for Rhea. I could see them doing that.
I don't know.
I can see them doing that, trying to put them in a tag team. But I really think they need to be away from each other at this point.
It's really tiring. They've been doing this since January.
Yeah, it's about time to stop with Io and Rhea. Like, the draft couldn't come soon enough. I don't know when the draft's going to be announced. It hasn't been announced officially nowhere, but I either do a full draft or like a shake up or something. I know y'all traded LA Knight and Sami Zayn, so y'all should do some more of those if nothing else.
Is that official yet, or?
Well, LA Knight hasn't been officially moved to Raw yet, but I'm assuming that's where he's at because he's in the world title picture.
Okay, I got you.
And Sami got moved to SmackDown, which has been weird as well. We'll talk about that later on. But as far as these four horsewomen go, that's what our thoughts are, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments. Well, who do you think would be the four horsewomen? Please enlighten us. We'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on it. We will definitely take the discussion down there further if you guys want to keep talking about it. But right now, guys, that's all for us. So if you like what you saw here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow our social medias, check out our TikTok and our Twitter. We're running things over there on an almost daily basis. And we are DB Dub. I am Jen. That is L. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good one.